What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I'm here working at the Red Brick House, and shout out to Michael Anthony Fitness, Gig Economy, for giving me an update. See, Stephen Jones, although he says we believe in our own players, I guess this is actually part of that too. He always says we believe in our own guys, and I guess that goes with former ones too, because the Cowboys, as he puts it, player acquisition is a 365-day-a-year job, and you always want to look at somebody that gets you better. And so former Dallas Cowboy player, wait for it, La'el Collins is working out for the Cowboys to see how he is. You'll remember we had ended up letting him go. This is what's so comical to me, because they killed the Cowboys. They literally killed the Cowboys because we let Connor Williams, we let Connor McGovern go last year, and we let La'el Collins go. And they said, oh, they're going to be missing these guys. Well, the reality is La'el Collins, the Cowboys kind of screwed him up because they kept shifting him from position to position. This is one of those things about the Cowboys that kind of worry me, because they're always trying to be the mad scientist. Yeah, you're good at doing blah, 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 but we want you to do da, da, da. And they took him where he was an incredible guard, and they decided, we want you to play tackle. And this is where I hope that Mozzie Smith gets the opportunity to just stay as a guard, because he is, I'm sorry, not Mozzie, Tyler, we got too many damn Smiths. Tyler Smith gets the opportunity to stay just a guard, because he is an incredible guard, and you don't want to mess with somebody that's playing good. Now, La'el Collins had the injuries and things, we know from the standpoint where he showed up at training camp in 2020, overweight, had hip problems, and missed the whole season. He got paid to go to Cincinnati, but unfortunately with Cincinnati, some of those lingering issues continue to go on. And so they ended up letting him go. So we'll see if he ends up getting on the team. Right now, I don't know that he's going to be worse than anybody that we have right now. He at least knows everybody on the team, so we'll see where that goes. All right, good people. I've got me a door on the side here to the screened-in porch, and I'm loving this. I'm going to clean up some stuff and go to the dump before I go to the dump on Sunday to see the Cowboys place the Commanders. Peace. Hey, good people. Todd, you don't mind being on camera, do you? This is a Jobu Sports follower, Todd. He came over and he said, I can't believe you're actually here working in my town. And see, Cowboy fans, we're everywhere. Check it out. Look at my man. He's a Cowboy. Look at this. All over the country, we are Cowboy fans. I love it. Nice low. Look, man, you got that sucker low.
I lost that of a Culpepper.
Man. So, Todd, what do you think about the Cowboys' chances of going all the way?
I don't know. Because I'm still afraid, because the way we were back today, we'd get to the second one and then play them.
Look, we're all afraid. We're all, please.
But I hope we do better. Benji, like you say, he got right with Jimmy, so maybe.
I'm hoping that he finally got his.
It's long overdue, man. He should have got right with him a long time ago.
Man. Well, Todd is right around the corner from me. He's got somebody who's going to help me get the chimney taken care of up here on the Red Brick House and things. So I'm truly blessed with great fans like you, man. All right, back to work. Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here at the Red Brick House. And it's a bit of a mess out here because I've been working like crazy trying to get some stuff done here on the side of the house. And it is cold out here. I'm not going to lie to you. I went and shout out to my friends at Beacon Roofing. They got me another box of the red siding because I need some more over here. You'll remember I was in Charlottesville. Sun's going down. I was in Charlottesville and I got this door. Which was really short. It was actually like 72 inches. It's still not extremely long, but I added 4 inches onto the bottom of it. It needs to be a little bit more sanding and stuff done to it. But we're using it for the back porch here, which to give us the same kind of look. Did the same trim with the molding and stuff on here. The only thing is I thought I had more of my house wrap left, and that's all I had left on the roll. So I need to get a little bit more. But I'm going to use the siding, run the siding, the J channels all up on here. put a new fascia board across up in here, and wrap that metal, and that's going to change this back corner of the house and make it look a lot better. And so it's cool because we have a door that actually opens up in here. This is the baker's cabinet that was in the house. We're going to clean this up and strip it and paint it and make it look nice, and this will be out here for us to use. And it's nice because now we actually have some space that's out here. We're going to get an old sink to go back in here because we can use the plumbing that's from inside of the house right there. They'll share the wall. We'll be able to clean our paintbrushes, or my wife is doing lots of gardening and stuff in the house, so we'll be able to use that for, you know, basically making this like a planting and, you know, a mud room, so to speak. So this will end up being great. Now, my friends at Legacy Lumber, where we got all the wood, and this is the wood for the shutters. I think I'm a few pieces short to get it finished, so I'm gonna need to get some more from them. They have it's like random sized pieces of oak that we're gonna make that wall in here with. It'll make it look really, really nice. It's kind of, you know, it's colored naturally, of course, because of the age of things. Some of them are 3, 4, 5, 6 inches long, so you run the length of them across in here, and it's random, and that's going to be a real nice effect. And they have some siding, old siding here to fix, so I can fix this stuff and close it up, and we'll make this a usable space. This is a space that I can definitely use. Eventually, what I think I'm going to do is, since I've got a full box of siding, is I'm going to frame this on across to about 36 inches. That'll be my railing. Put a cap on it, and then later on, if I decide to, we can always enclose this and put windows in, so that way it'll be an all-season room. Don't think we'll put heating and air conditioning, but if we have windows that can open and close, we'll still have the same effect, and it'll look nicer with the siding going across the back of there, since we bought the box of siding, because I only need a few pieces to finish off that little bit right there. So that's the plan here on the room. It's actually nice to be able to open the door up and to be able to close this sucker. Yeah, now we're cooking with gas. So that's another little improvement right here. I could start the siding up the side here, at least get some of it, but it's kind of chilly out here and the sun is going down. So that means it's time to start working on the inside. I've got to put the finished plaster on the walls, so I'll probably go up here and wet the walls down and get that done, and then I can do the finished plaster and get that much squared away. We've gotten a lot of things done this trip here, and I'm very proud of the way it's beginning to come out and look. It's really beginning to look like a home. I'm Mark Holmes, and I appreciate you. Peace out. You know, plaster is a dying art, okay? And I'm still learning it. So when I pulled off the base molding, I cracked some of the plaster in there, and this is where there was a doorway that was right here. So I had a couple spots that were still a little bit low, and since I was plastering up down here, I went ahead and plastered this whole section, and I'm trying to bend it in. I also, too, for the longest time, have had where it was just a little bit short, and I put some of the other putty in here, and so I'm going to try and blend this in around here. And over here we had the stains, so I put the sand plaster to flatten this up because it wasn't even. So I'm going to take the finished plaster and go over it and try and blend it in, hopefully, so that way it'll be good. And I had the same issue over here where I pulled off some of the plaster and just trying to get the fireplace. So trying to take care of these problem childs, and that, once it's dry, I think will blend in pretty good. We'll see how these do, if I can do the same thing there. I need to wet them some more because this is drying up because it's just the heat and stuff that's in here, and we want to make sure it's good and wet. Looking for my spray bottle. Where's the spray bottle? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Spray this down, just try not to get it into the outlet. Oh, I need to pump it up a little bit. Now this finished plaster is basically marble dust and lime putty, and that's what makes it the plaster. So instead of it having the coarser sand, it's finer than the regular plaster. And because it's marble dust, you can only put it on very, very thin. We're talking about, as my buddy from Limeworks said, credit card thick. If you do it any more than that, it's going to crack on you. And we don't want cracked plaster. Now, try and blend it in with my rubber float. So when that dries and it'll dry white, it'll should blend in pretty good. Now I'm doing kind of a sand finish as opposed to a smooth finish. I like the texture of it, and we're going to eventually lime wash it. And traditional lime wash is basically taking the lime putty, taking a gallon of that, and then 4 gallons of water and your powder colorant into it. And that's how you actually make the lime wash. And we bought some color to add to it to give us a little hint of gray. We just have not done it yet. Plaster down there in the bottom of the plug. Now what's cool is I actually made this finished plaster a couple of months ago, and the good thing is if you got yourself a good storage spot that doesn't freeze, then this stuff will stay good for about a year or two. And so I have a couple of buckets of plaster, sand plaster and finished plaster down there. The other thing is it's actually better for this to age at least a month. I noticed the difference because before I was basically making it up and then using it immediately. I can tell the difference. It's creamier now that it's aged. Voila. There we go. That is where I've gone in around the outlet, because it was a little bit low in here, so it had a bit of a dip. So at least that took care of those. There we go. Now I got this wall over here to do that whole section. That's going to be more fun. All right, so we're going to take a look this morning and see how well our plaster job did. So you can see we got all the way down in here. We did this whole section, and that looks pretty good. We had the spot that was here at the plug that where the cover didn't sit properly right there. Came out, looks pretty good. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. Now this wall, I ended up doing this whole section over, and I can see I'm definitely getting a lot better with the plastering than when I first started. You know, it's like anything, the more you do it, the better you get at it, but it's good enough. Now I may go through, there's some places that, you know, now that I've got the lime plaster and stuff in here, I can do like little repairs and things on here that actually the repairs look better than what it did before. But what I'm learning is it's better to do like a whole section because it is hard to blend it in. There's a couple places up here where I can see I've got a little bit of a ridge with, you know, it's not awful. If you really look hard enough, you can see it. But I went through and I only wet the walls like right through here, but you can see how much nicer that looks. Now again, eventually we are going to lime wash all this, so I'll go through, and any places that are a little bit off, like up in there, you may, I don't know if you can see it or not, I'll go through and I'll fill across there to make sure that it's really good. And it looks like I've got a little crack right there in the plaster. We may loosen that up and wet it and do that, but all in all, it's not bad looking if you remember what this place used to look like. With the decorating that my wife is doing with the place, it is really beginning to come together. I absolutely positively love the built-in bookcases. I think it's going to look great. Don't know what the wife's going to put up over here, but I like, for those of you who are on this channel, I am actually a Dallas Cowboys YouTuber, and so this is my studio for when I'm down here. And the nice thing, I still have yet to finish this because I'm going to cover this with antique heart pine on the outside. That's oak plywood right now. But it will be covered with more antique heart pine. What this piece right here, we've been working on trying to make things convertible. We don't know if we're gonna, you know, maybe rent this out so people can come and stay and things like that. I built this with the idea of it being convertible as well. So, for example, these legs fold up, this leaf drops down, and it has shelves inside of it. So I can take the stuff that's in there, I can put it inside of it, those can drop, and it's on wheels. And so we can always wheel that to fit right here and make this a server. So if we're actually, like, say, renting it out to somebody and it's a family, or, you know, it's a wedding party or something, we could have some, you know, adult beverages that are set out, or a little gift basket that could sit on top of this, and it won't look like my studio. Now, it'll still have my Cowboys paraphernalia and stuff on there, but it would be more space for them to be able to, you know, maybe we have a couple of chairs to sit around the fireplace for them to kind of enjoy themselves. You'll have the love seat that's over here. You have the sofa. We'll probably get a bigger TV up here, but not too big. This is only a 42, maybe a 50, 55 inch or so. That's all you really need for this space because you are very, very close to it. And my wife is doing her plant wall over here. And the greenery, we have a humidifier, which is really helping. We're seeing new growth like crazy popping up on these plants right now. They are loving being here. We have the olive tree that was a gift that was sent for my wife's birthday, and it's not doing real good right now. It's been shocked, and we're just learning how to take care of it. Hopefully it'll be able to come back, but for the most part, all the other plants are doing well. All these are new leaves that are popping up and stuff on here. And the greenery with the white background, and you can see, this is what's really amazing to me, is with this house, let me turn this off. Now, you'll remember if you saw the original videos, this was sectioned off where this was one room right there. This was a hallway, and this was a room. But opening this place up, putting the white plaster on here, look at how great the lighting is in here. All the lights are off. This is just natural lighting in the place. It is amazing to me how nice it looks up here. Now we got to clean up. I've got, you know, where we're doing the plastering and stuff. We got all the debris and things. We've got a trampoline to put together and so on. But it is really and truly coming around really nice. All right, good people, I got to finish cleaning up here and hit the road.